Guys, what's up, welcome once again, guys, to another video. Thanks as always for tuning in, and let me as always remind you guys to like the video, share the video, hit that notification bell, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and comment, guys, comment, and subscribe, guys, if and comment and let us know what you think about the videos, and whatever is in the video, whatever comments I make, and all of that good stuff. All right, guys. Okay, so guys, oh, and all as always, again, guys, let me let you know how appreciative I am for you to take time out of your busy schedule to tune in to another video. All right. Okay, so this first incident that I'm bringing to you guys, it's there's this video that was making rounds on social media of a man that took his own life, which is always so sad, to see something like that. And I don't know, but why is it that some people do things like that, and then they record it? You know what I mean? I know social media has taken over everybody's life nowadays, but why do that? But anyway, it's such a sad situation. But guys, the worst part of about that video is he did it inside his home, inside his house, with his kids present. I don't know if they were present at the initial stage when he just started, doing whatever he was doing, but they were there. And guys, this is one of the saddest and most heartbreaking thing I've seen in a while, in a long time, guys. You could clearly hear his little daughter crying and saying, "Daddy, no, no, Daddy," and it's so heartbreaking, guys. That thing. You know, I don't know if his daughter's voice that got him to, or it was the pain that he was clearly, you know, he was feeling. He was clearly trying to hold on to the fancy blocks that was above him, and also the sounds he was making, because that choking sound, and it, boy, I tell you, this video, boy, it was really crazy, and then his son climbed up and was trying to hold him up, and the cord around, and hold him up on the cord around his neck. But obviously, the weight would have been an issue for the poor little boy, who was unable to help him. And, he was also crying for daddy, and, all that stuff. I'm telling you guys, it's heartbreaking. Trust me. And it's one thing about, seeing something like this, and being sad about it, but to be honest with you guys, I've been able to watch these things, and yes, I feel sad about them, but this this one here, boy, it really got under my skin, so to speak. But I just can't get rid of this one, guys. It's just lasting in my head. I'm always thinking about it, but more so because of the kids. Oh, they were crying and calling for daddy, no, you know what I mean? And the boy trying to help him. Boy, that thing got to me, I'm not lying. And anybody who has seen this video, and if they say they didn't feel anything, or feel really, really torn up about it, then something is definitely wrong with that person. I think that was such a selfish and cruel act by this father, though, to be honest. And I'm sorry to say this, but why didn't he go take his life somewhere far away from the kids? You know what I'm saying? These kids will be forever traumatized by by this. So, guys, let's keep them in our prayers and hope they will be getting some good counseling, you know, and some help that that they so deserve. Because trust me, if I feel like this, I don't even know this guy, and I don't know him. I don't know what took place with him or whatever. But if I am feeling like this, I can just imagine what these poor little kids are going through. So they're gonna be needing some real good counseling. So I hope somebody reaches out to them and give them let them get some good counseling that they deserve. And I've said this over and over, guys. If you or anyone that have or start having thoughts of suicide, or hurting yourself, please get some help, guys. Please find someone to talk to, and there are a lot of people out there that specializes in these kind of things, but sometimes you just need someone to speak to, someone who can give good advice, whether it be a pastor, someone. Just find someone to speak to, and seek out their local suicide hotline. There are a lot of them in local areas. I'm not sure how much how much of them are in Jamaica, in especially the rural areas. But try to find out, you know, and find someone that you can either call or go to and speak with. All right. So, guys, mental health it's real. It's real. Trust me. And people get help. Get help wherever it may come from. Just get some help. Don't be ashamed to speak your problem and talk about your problems. Because that's how you're gonna get help. Think about your loved ones. You will be hurting and leaving behind. Because it's one thing that you are having a problem and you decide to take your own life. But, you're leaving a lasting hurt, with your loved ones, especially kids. You know what I'm saying? So get help, guys. Okay, so let us move on. So a quick update on a video I did a few days ago of two brothers from Jamaica that drowned. One of them body was found. They jumped off over a bridge, and one body was found the following morning, which was on a Monday, and the other could not be found. After a group jumped off a bridge at Martha's Vineyard, the body was then discovered by a shell fisherman on the edge of a pond on the Massachusetts resort island at about 11:30 a.m. on August 18. The body matches the description of Tavon Bulgin, 21, who was being the subject of a week-long ongoing search since he went missing. And his brother who was 26, his older brother who was 26, and his name was Tavares Bulgin. He was the one that was found the morning before, after the incident. This was one of the famous bridge in Massachusetts where that movie Jaws was filmed. Right? So the Bulgins were seasonal workers at a restaurant on the island. This film, which was in the 70s, I think 75, the Jaws film. Much of it was filmed on that same island. So thankfully the parents, have gotten some closure, and that they so well deserved. Because I can't imagine how they would have felt, knowing that both their sons came to work in the United States and ended up, losing their lives. So let us continue to hold them in our prayers, guys, and condolence to them. Okay, so moving on now. there's another story. A Jamaican gets over 13 years in US for international lottery fraud, guys. So this man is David Odin McIntosh, has been sentenced to over 13 years in prison in the United States for defrauding Americans in a lottery fraud scheme. McIntosh, who was sentenced on Tuesday, was ordered by a U.S. District Judge Raynard C. Collins to pay approximately 1.8 million US in restitution. The 29-year-old previously found guilty by a federal jury on conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud, mail fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. The court heard that between 2013 and 2018, McIntosh was one of the leaders of an international fraud ring that targeted thousands of elderly victims around the US. Jamaican-based scammers and others called elderly victims, claiming the victims had won a lottery of other other prizes. To receive their winnings, the victims were told that they must first pay money for taxes and fees. The fraudsters provided some victims with phony letters claiming to be from the Internal Revenue Service that threatened to seize their assets if they failed to pay. So the court was told that McIntosh's role in the scheme was to distribute lead lists, which contained the names and personal information of thousands of primarily elderly individuals for the scammers to contact and lure into the scheme. In addition, McIntosh also conspired to launder portions of the fraudulent proceeds. The IRS, Criminal Investigation, Federal Bureau of Investigations, United States Postal Inspection Service, Homeland Security Investigations, U.S. Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration, and the Diplomatic Security Service conducted in the investigation in this case. The Financial Crimes and Public Corruption Section of the United States Attorney's Office, District of Arizona, Tucson, handled the prosecution. So, guys, yeah, I must say this is well deserved, because these guys, they think they can just, call people, especially these elderly people that, their heads are not so much intact as before when they were young, so they will fall for anything. So this is well deserved, and we must say good job, and a lot more to come. So we'll be listening out for the next target, and the other one who is going to be sentenced and get for some of these other other schemes. So anyway, guys, thanks as always for tuning in, and please remember to like the video, share the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And please, guys, comment, and let us know. All right? Blessed love.